Good morning, everyone. All right, we're almost ready to start. So I just want to make sure that you have a couple pieces of equipment. Okay. If you're going to engage in using some household products like jugs like this, get your broom out, because we're going to use this to kind of simulate a barbell. If you can, sometimes, oh, hold on. Oh, glued it on. All right, so if you can just take the broom part off, we'll use that. One other thing I forgot to mention, if you happen to have a band like this size, grab that. If you don't worry. I'll modify things as we go. And we're gonna warm up with, I'm gonna go through just a little how to use a kettlebell. And if you don't have a kettlebell and you have like a dumbbell, you can use that. And if you don't have either and you have a skipping rope, grab the skipping rope. If you don't have the skipping rope, then your option is jumping jacks or burpees. So decide how you're going to warm up. And what are we? All right, we're 7:30, top of the half hour. So we're going to get ready. So thanks a lot, everybody, for joining and just adding this to your schedule and helping me stay accountable, and just to get my workout in, because I think with today, just the way things are happening in the house, I was finding it really hard to get things organized. So as long as all my exercise is done in the morning, then everything else is left for the kids and work and, preparing and doing other stuff. And I'm sure you all feel the same way, because we're basically all in the same boat, unless you are a frontline worker. If you happen to be catching this and you are, thank you so much for your service. And everybody else who are in and working in factories, building and working on stuff to help with this. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. All right, so to see my beautiful board here. All right, it's just for me, it's not for you. So if it doesn't look pretty, that's why. So we're gonna warm up. For sure, we need to warm up our body, arms and legs. So we're gonna do a single leg squat, deadlifts, squat with a band. So that's the legs. Anybody do yesterday's? Your arms sore? My arms are sore. Okay, we got flies, upright rows, and cobra. And for our abs, we're going to use a stability ball. And if you don't have a stability ball, I forgot to mention, grab a pillow or a cushion from the couch. Okay, so crunches, elbows to knees, handoff. You don't know what that is, but I do. And then we're always going to finish up with full body push-up. All right, you guys are ready? Oh, and if you haven't been here before, I use a Tabata timer. So basically it's 50 seconds of working out, 10-second rest with transition in between our exercises. Okay, so that will be this, and you will be able to hear it because it's fairly loud. Put it on full, but we're gonna warm up for a couple of minutes. So jumping jacks, if you don't have a skipping rope or a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Okay, so get started. Actually, we'll start our timer, and we'll just do 2 minutes of warm up. Now, if you have a kettlebell, I'm gonna start with this, and it's super, super important to keep your back nice and straight and power with your legs. So you're squatting back and push thrusting out with your hips. So I'm level 1 kettlebell coach, which has been a long time. And I used to do a lot of this in my studios. And basically, it works well with your arms. So what you want to do is, what you don't want to do is try and lift this. This is like a pendulum. When you thrust it out, you just let it, there you go. We got 10 seconds. And you just thrust it out and let it fall. Push, fall. You never try to lift your kettlebell, okay? It's a swing motion. And when I used to teach this, and when anybody would try to lift it, I used to just give them a heavier kettlebell until the fact they couldn't lift it, and it would just swing naturally. Now, if you have a dumbbell, you'll do the same thing, but you're going to hand it off. So you see how you squat back on the heels? Abs tight. And that's basically our warm-up. So we're going to get started in 10 seconds or 5. Always make sure you have your water with some sort of electrolytes in it. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one, single leg squat. So basically, touching over. Now we have 3 sets of these. So we're going to do right and left leg, and then we're going to go deadlift, then squat with a band. So we're starting now. We got 24 seconds. And if you want, you have some light weights, you can definitely add a light weight to this. So we got 3 sets. So next one, or the last one, you can add a weight to it. That means we change legs. And we got, always take your rest. Go. So if your balance is challenged, always put your foot down. Really. Make sure your knee isn't over your foot. Core nice and tight. And breathe, 13 seconds. 4. All right, so deadlift. Now, if you have your dumbbell, you can use this. You don't have to use anything at all. I'm going to use this for the first round. Next one, I'm going to add the vinegar and stuff. So, bending over, flat back, arms extended, slight bend in the knee, and touch down, up, thrust the hips forward. Okay, so you're getting that tightness in the glutes. So nice and slow, up, boom, boom. 3, 2, 1. So if you have something like this at home, you can use this as well. All right, so next one is our squat with our band. So if you have a band, this is what we're working on. If you don't have a band, you simply squat. If you want to add some weight, squat with your weights. Okay, so we're going to try this. Squatting down. See how I like it. I'm not sure yet. So make sure you're at an athletic stance, legs underneath your hips, squatting down and up, hips forward. That's interesting. Not sure if I like it. All right, single leg squat. So I should have said this is where keep some cans. You can always use this as an extra weight, okay, or a small dumbbell. I have this small little kettlebell, just 5 pounds. So I'm going to use this. 26. So stretching over, abs tight, always working and thinking about your abdominal area. 8. All right, switching it up. Grab some water. All right, ready. Remember, if you don't necessarily need weights. You're focusing on your squat, individual legs. We do a lot of this in cycling. I'm sure runners do it too, so that you strengthen both of your legs equally, but separately, right? Because if you have an injury in one, or you don't want to overcompensate with the other, so that's why it's so important to have your legs equally as strong. So this is a great one for runners or cyclists. All right, deadlift. So, like I was saying, you can use these for your bend over, just as an extra weight. You can hold it like this. I recommend, if you have empty canisters of some sort, fill them up with rice. If you have sand at the park, go get some. But it can really add to your workout. So bending straight over, back nice and straight, shoulders back, knees slightly bent. Five. Awesome. Okay, squat with a band. So I'm not going to use the band. I'm going to use the dumbbell. And we're just going to squat back. Up. So make sure you're sitting back on your heels, not forward on your toes. And up, thrust the hips forward. Boom. If you want to add a little lift, up. Oh, maybe not. There. Right on the heels. Abs in. Nice and tight. All right. Whew. Okay. So, last round of our legs. Are you ready? So, single leg squat. So, crossover. 19. Oh, make sure you take a picture of your before body, because this is going to be interesting. As you know, exercise is awesome, and we need it, but 80% is what you put in your body, is how your body's going to look and feel. So, if you're chowing down on cheese and crackers while you're sitting at home, that is definitely going to catch up with you. Check out my immune boosting post that I put below, and just make sure you have a lot of those, set yourself up with the right amount of whey protein to vegetables and fruit and other great sources that can really help increase your immune system and increase a healthy gut while we're confined to our houses. All right. Let's just add a little. This is our last set, and usually this is what we add extra weight or dynamic to the exercise to really work some more muscles. So 20. Oh, yeah. 5. Okay. So, squat. I'm going to use a kettlebell, and this is how you hold them. Around the horns. Ready? Let's go. 1. So I'm going to add a different variety of squats. So put your legs together and squat. And thrust the hips out. Try to avoid reaching over your knee. 30 seconds. Core tight. You don't need weights to lift your arms. Keep those legs together. 6. Woo. All right. So let's get set up with our flies. Where you'll be bent over. And basically, like this. So we'll start without weights, and then the next round we'll add some free weights. So it's good to work on the skill and technique first before adding extra weights. Sometimes people just don't get the form, and when they add too heavy weights, it breaks apart. And then you get injured and pull all sorts of muscles. So it's important to build up and work from the bottom, if you can agree. So bring those shoulder blades together. All right, 10 seconds in between, upright row. So this is, we're gonna stand, we're gonna upright row. So if you have a band, you can do a band. You have your weights here. So basically up, right across the chest. If you have a dumbbell, you're doing the same thing. Elbows up. See how they get up? Point them down. Slow, slow. You ever see that person in the gym where they're just like, whoa, Yeah, you want to work hard with low weights. You go slow, really slow. 10 seconds. Core tight. Boom. Boom. All right, so we're going to Cobra. Basically, it's up. You see me? It's up, down. Now, if you don't have a stability ball, you're going to do it off the floor. Stability ball, legs out. Ideally, lock your foot, stretch out your back, and up. Next round, we'll add some weight. Nine. I have seen people, if you're in your living room, you could probably do it over the arm of your couch. But that's where you do. So floor or stability bar. All right, flies. All right, let's add some weights. So bent over. Boom. So bring those shoulder blades together and down. Hold and down. And down. And down. Light weights is ideal. If you have a band, you can use that too. You don't have to use weights, like I said. For some of us, just starting without weights is perfect. 6. And as effective. But make sure your abs are tight and they're not like loose and hanging, okay? That is one thing that I really encourage. All right, I'll do these ones. Oh, I'll just do these ones here. Way too light. Keep going, guys. All right, these are gonna be heavy. Oh, yes, way too heavy. 30. I should have waited for the last set for these. Remember to breathe. 5. Oh gosh. All right. Well, that was one of those instances where you just know you picked up something too heavy. Before injuring yourself, you put it back. All right, so Cobra, so you're on the floor or you're on your stability ball. And up. So open up the back and stretch. So if you have something, you can keep it at your chest. But I think it's important to bring your arms up. Oh. 14. 'Ugh. If you don't have a stability ball, this is one thing with bands is something to invest in. All right, we're back to flies. Okay, so I've got 10 pounders here. I'm going to use these for the last. So if you have weights, I highly recommend you start light, finish heavy, because 50 seconds, this might need more recovery, but you're definitely working harder. Remember, tummy in. You don't want it hanging out. 14. 7. All right. Let's put those down. Next one's our upright row. So I'll show you what I had planned, which is kind of funny. If you want a little extra. Our upright row. Might as well make the broom handle useful. Good, 30. Nice and tall, abs in always. Head up. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Right. Let's grab some water. All right, last cobra. So remember, on the floor or on your ball. So really feel your back tighten. And stretch and up. Stretch and up. 20. 9. 'Whew. All right. Okay, my favorite. Abs. Okay, so here you go, gang. Either stability ball or a pillow. So I'll demonstrate the first one with stability ball and then second round with the pillow. So you want to squeeze and you're just going to be crunching. So remember, eyes to the ceiling, and you're just bringing your shoulder blades off so you feel abdominal crunch. There is no reason to throw yourself, okay? You want up and down, up and down, and squeeze. So you're working your inner thighs and down. 8. All right, okay, so keeping it here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll bring the pillow out. You get the pillow. You go elbows to knees. So you're still squeezing the pillow. It's obviously not giving you as much resistance as the stability ball. So if you have the stability ball here, you're like, but what we're working and we're focusing on is our obliques. $12, 10. Okay. Oh, we gotta start over. Hold on, guys. Take that 10 seconds. Oh, geez. We're just gonna start over. Okay, so the next one is the handoff. Okay, you got this? Legs between, ball between your legs. Up, down, handoff. This is my ultimate favorite. So if you're using your pillow, just as effective. 6. All right. Whew. Definitely want the 10 seconds in between this one. All right. Let's go. Squeeze, but not too much that you rupture your inner thighs. All right. 1, 2, 3. What's nice about a Tabata timer is that you don't have to count. 20. You feel your inner thighs burn? Yikes. 3. All right. Woo. You'll take those 10 seconds. All right, get in. And 1. Twist, twist, twist. 25. Keep going. 5. Oh my gosh. I don't know what's worse, my abs or my inner thighs. Okay. Get ready for the handoff. Oh, I think I'm just going to rest right here. It happens. All right, 12. Oh my gosh. All right, how's everybody doing? Whew. Your hair's perfect, you're not working hard enough, FYI. All right, let's do this. Last round. Keep going, guys. Feel those abs. Wakening up the abs. Everybody's got them. For some of us, they're just layers deep, but they're there. 12. Oh my gosh. Okay, if anybody has a pillow, you can totally switch off to the pillow. Alright, really twist. Touch the back of that knee. $30. Keep going. gosh. Oh, but I can feel it working. Can you guys feel it working? All right. Last of these. Oh, 23. Oh, thank Lord. Who's feeling awesome right about now? All right, last bit is push-ups. Okay, so since we got our stability ball out, if you don't have a stability ball, straight onto the floor. Okay, so you have to back up, roll out, and your push-ups. So if you have a stability ball, the closer it is, the easier. So as you progress in strength, you just start walking yourself out on the ball. It's one of the really nice ways to progress in a push-up. Remember, keep your head up. You don't drop it in. All right, I got 2 more. Like I said, if you're still looking perfect, you're not working hard enough. All right, let's roll it out. I challenge you to go just a little bit further. And if you're on your knees on the floor, stretch yourself out a little bit more. Remember, abs in, tight. Don't let your posture and your hips drop. Everything's tight. Head up. Thirteen. 4. Whew. All right, last one. I'm going to do them from the floor. So like I said, the closer your knees are, the easier your push-up is. So the further they're out there, the more you're challenged. And I always recommend that the last set, you push yourself because you're warmed up, you know what the skill is. So abs in, butt tight, head up. 15. Come on. Last little bit. 7. Woo. Oh my God, you guys. Amazing, 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 amazing. I hope that was challenging enough for everybody. Please indicate in the comments yes or no if you'd like to see some other stuff, more free weights, because I could definitely put everything together for, you know, those who have weights, those who don't. And one other thing, if you're still here and you're going to be joining every day, think about finding a backpack and stuffing it full of books, okay? So we're gonna add like a weighted component on our back, or it's gonna be like a sandbag that we can use in different types of workout. So I was just thinking about that. And of course, if you don't have a stability ball, you can order those online. And if you're going to do that, grab some bands. I know for guys, not cool, but these kind of bands and these kind of bands. You know, like the only place you can get them now, if you have a Canadian Tire around you, those are still open, so you can still grab some of that stuff. And also another really good one is, we probably won't put this in here, is a chin-up bar. So that can provide a good variety. And if you have any questions about anything, please just put them in the comments or send me a personal message. And also, remember what I was saying at the beginning, exercise is great. It's only 20% of the big picture. The other picture is your nutrition and what are you doing right now to think about how you can build the healthiest body ever. You can start that anytime, any age. And if you ever have questions about that, just feel free to message me. Thanks a lot, guys. Boom. Have a great day.